and the old days, when the hills of Anatolia still listened, and the wind carried memories instead of dust, there lived a shepherd. He lived where the land opened wide, where the grass bent slowly under the night breeze, and where silence was never empty. The shepherd knew this silence well. It was a companion, not a void. Every evening, as the sun slipped behind the hills, painting the sky in bruises of violet and gold, he guided his sheep back from the open land, step by step, without hurry. The sheep trusted him. They felt the steady rhythm of his heart in the way he moved. And as the world finally softened into the deep blues of night, the shepherd would sit on the same smooth stone, a stone shaped gently by 1,000 years of wind. He would lean back, feel the ancient earth beneath him, and look up. There was the moon, round, quiet, unmoving. The moon had been there long before the shepherd was born, and it would remain silver and constant long after he was gone. Some things do not need to change to be beautiful. Some things are perfect simply because they remain. Now, as you listen to my voice, let your breath slow, match the rhythm of the shepherd's breath, in and out. There is nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to hold on to. This story does not rush, and neither do you. The shepherd wrapped his cloak tightly around his shoulders. It smelled of the earth. It smelled of wild thyme, warmed by the sun and of years lived close to the land. His hands rested on his knees, strong hands, gentle hands, hands that had learned the hardest lesson of all, the art of patience. Above him, the moon watched. It did not judge. It did not ask for anything. The elders used to say that the moon listens best when words are no longer needed. That is why the shepherd never spoke loudly. Sometimes, for hours, he did not speak at all. And still, the moon stayed. On certain nights, when the world felt especially still, the shepherd felt as though time itself had slowed to a crawl. In those moments, memories rose gently, like mist from the valley floor. He remembered his grandmother. He could almost see the orange glow of the firelight on her face. She used to tell stories not to entertain, but to calm the soul. She never hurried the endings. Stories, she used to say in her low, steady voice, are like sleep. They come only when you let go of the day. The shepherd smiled at the memory. He closed his eyes, and the world became a soft, dark velvet. Long ago, on a night much like this one, the shepherd had felt something unusual. It wasn't a sound. It was a soft awareness, as if the moon had leaned a little closer to whisper a secret. He did not open his eyes. He did not move. He simply listened with his heart. And in that listening, he understood something ancient. The moon does not speak in words. It speaks in calm. It speaks in waiting. It says, "You are here. You are safe. You are part of the hills." The wind passed over the ridges now, moving the grass in slow, silver waves. The sheep breathed in rhythm, one after another, their bodies warm against the cooling ground. Nothing needed your attention. Nothing needed fixing. The shepherd's thoughts drifted, loosening their grip, like autumn leaves falling into a still pond. And perhaps yours can too. There is no need to follow every word I say. There is no need to remember this story. You may simply rest. The moon climbed higher, reaching the center of the vast, starlit sky. Light touched the stones of the path. It touched the sleeping flowers and the silent trees. In the distance, a night bird called once, and then fell silent, as if it too had found peace. The shepherd felt the earth beneath him, solid, steady, and unmoving. He had walked many roads in his life. He had seen many storms. But this moment, this single moment, asked for no movement at all. Only presence, only rest. The elders believed that those who listened long enough could feel the moon's blessing, not as magic, but as permission. Permission to let go of the worries of the day, permission to be still. The shepherd breathed out slowly, a long, quiet sigh, and the night breathed with him. Now the story begins to fade. The shepherd does not need to do anything more. Neither do you. The moon remains, the hills remain, and sleep, gentle, patient, and kind, draws closer, like a familiar path home, like a remembered voice, like a story that has finally found its end in the silence. Rest now. The night will keep watch. Sleep, sleep. The world has grown very small now. The wide valleys and the distant peaks have faded into the soft, gray edges of a dream. Even the shepherd's cloak feels lighter, as if the fabric itself is turning into mist. He is no longer watching the night. He is becoming a part of it. He feels the coolness of the air as a gentle touch upon his forehead, smoothing away the last remaining traces of the day. The boundaries between the earth, the sheep, and the sky are blurring into one single, peaceful breath. There is no I, no now, no tomorrow. There is only the silver light and the infinite space within it. Listen closely to the silence. Beneath the quiet, there's a low, humming vibration, the sound of the earth turning, the sound of the stars singing to the ancient stones. The shepherd hears it in the marrow of his bones. It is a lullaby that has been sung since the beginning of time. It tells him that he is held. It tells him that he is cherished. It tells him that the world will continue its dance while he rests. Every cell in his body begins to listen to this hum, slowing down, settling deep into the cradle of the stone. The mountain is his bed. The sky is his blanket. And now the moon leans down for the final time. Its light is no longer outside of you. It is inside, filling your thoughts with a soft, white glow. The path is gone. The story is gone. The shepherd has finally closed his eyes, and his dream begins exactly where this world ends. You are standing at that same threshold. The door is open. It is warm inside. It is quiet. It is time to let the words go. It is time to let the breath take over. One final breath in, and a long, slow release. Feel the weight of your body becoming one with the ground beneath you. Heavy, yet floating. Still, yet moving with the stars. The hills of Anatolia are silent. The shepherd is at rest. The sheep are dreaming of green fields and sunlit streams. And you are finally here, in the heart of the peace, in the deep silver quiet. Sleep. The moon is watching. Sleep. The night is kind. Sleep